Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a cool video for you. We're going to be getting some crispy macro looking shots. And if you don't know what macro photography is basically just like super close up. So we're not going to be using this lens. We're going to be using the 35mm lens that I have that goes to f2 f-stop, which basically the f-stop is when you see like that f slash and then a number, and it basically tells you how much bokeh you have. So bokeh is basically all that blurriness in the background that you see of photos that really makes it look cool. That's what that is. So lower the f-stop means more blurriness in the background. And when you're shooting really close up, you want to really single out that subject. So having that focus in the background is super important. So it's early in the morning here. We're gonna make some breakfast real quick, and then we're gonna go shoot, and yeah, it should be fun. Now we're gonna go through a sick looking breakfast montage, so I'll give you a little treat for you. Okay, so we're about to go take the photos. Breakfast is over. Hope you like the montage. Nonetheless, like I said, we're gonna go take the photos, a little macro photography action. Hopefully get some cool shots of some flowers. It's been raining all morning, so maybe we can get some cool like raindrops on the leaves and stuff like that. Kind of ideal situation right now for the macro photography. This does not happen often. Usually everything that goes wrong, but it looks like today we're gonna be able to get some really cool shots. See you guys very, very soon. I'll probably take some shots of me taking the photos, but we'll see what we can get. So here we go. Okay, so here, let me focus in here. All right, so we got some roses here behind us. We're gonna take some pictures. If you see my shoes in this video, don't blame my shoes. I'm using my shoes that I mow in. They're covered in grass because it's wet out. I don't want to ruin any other shoes. Anyways, let's get to the picture taking. All right, we got some pretty cool shots. We're gonna go to the editing room now and check them all out. But I'll see you guys in the editing room. We're gonna be checking out our kind of final photos. So here we go. All right, so we are in the editing room now. As you can see, we're taking a look at our photos here. We got one of our first photos we took was of that rose. I probably already showed a couple on screen, but I'm gonna show little bit of the editing process, I guess, just basic edits, So as you can see, our first image here, this is rose. Some of my favorite photos from this little batch was from the like rose plant. They came out so cool, like because the rose on the side of the leaves, like they have such a mood and like a depth to them. That's really, really cool. So as you can see here, we just made some basic edits, up the contrast, turned down the highlights a little bit, although we still wanted to keep them to kind of keep the highlights around the raindrops. Then we took down the shadows a lot, took down even the whites a little bit, took down the blacks. Didn't really mess much with the temperature. I really wanted to keep it more natural, kind of moody. Then moving on, this is where really the magic happens. You up the clarity there, you up the texture to really bring out those raindrops and to bring out that texture of the rose. And then we didn't dehaze on this photo, but on some of them we did dehaze, just to kind of make them even more moody. As we kind of look through this one's kind of similar. This one's a little more close up on the rose. I think I need to make this one a little more moody, but I think it still looks good. And as we move along here, we got this rose. Now this shot I thought was so good. I thought this shot was so awesome. Just the whole mood of this photo with the leaves and the rose leaves like towards the edge of them, like they have that like hint of black. I just thought this was such a cool shot, and I like how it kind of goes out of focus when it goes to the rose a little bit too, but it's still kind of in focus. Like, I don't know, I really like this photo. This one's kind of the same mood, just more of the rose, but I really like this one as well. That I really liked. I liked this one just because it was kind of that fit that same vibe, fit the same mood, and the raindrops I thought fell in a really cool spot, like it almost looks fake. I really like this photo. Okay, now we go over to the pond, like on the side of the street when it rained, like the little puddle shots of the leaf here. This is the first one I took when the puddle was super small, and I really thought this one was cool, but I had to reshoot it because this leaf was a little out of focus. I don't think it ruins the photo, but I just think it's a little better if it's more in focus. So we're gonna go over to when I got it in focus, and this is when this one was taken. I thought this one was really cool. I really like this one. Now, I have a couple more of the roses. I kind of want a little more up close and personal on this one. Tried to get a little bit more detail, tried to really get it in focus to get those. And as you can see over here to the right, we upped the highlights. We brought down the whites a bit, but we upped the highlights just so we could kind of see those raindrops a little more because it adds that much more value and level of texture. All right, then we also have just this shot of just the rose leaves because I really like the leaves. Like the leaves brought out such a mood like for me in the photos that I really liked. So I took one of these shots. But that's going to be pretty much it for the video today, guys. I really hope you guys liked this one. This was super fun to do. You know, right from the beginning with the breakfast montage to the actual macro photography. I really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys liked it so much that you'd subscribe and like the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Daily upload grind as per usual. Peace.